Thank you all for watching and commenting on my video discussing Bethesda's abandoned RPG mechanics Sanctuary and Evasion. More than 5,000 people have watched the video, and that's a big number for my tiny channel. If you did not watch the video, I will provide a summary here. In Morrowind, the Sanctuary magic effect introduced a compelling layer of magical dodging and evasion available to players, NPCs and creatures alike. Consider the strategic potential if certain enemies possessed high evasion, rendering standard melee attacks ineffective and preventing players from using stealth archery to breeze through dungeons. In many role-playing games, evasion and dodging are fundamental mechanics, and their absence in Oblivion and Skyrim diminish the series' RPG depth. If you want to understand the math and the formula behind Morrowind's evasion mechanic, check out my video. The link is in the description. If you watched my Ordinator Perks of Skyrim Reality Bender video, you saw how excited I got when testing Ordinator's distorted shape perk. For the first time, I got to experience 100% Sanctuary for 10 seconds in Skyrim. It was amazing to watch my character use his alteration skill to avoid getting whacked. And that was pure character skill goodness. So this got me thinking, is it possible to add Morrowind's evasion mechanic to Skyrim, both to the player character and NPCs? I have zero modding skills, so I discussed this with TJHM4, the prolific Skyrim mod author who created mods like Know Your Enemy 2 and Master of One Perk Overhaul. TJHM4 mods are awesome, and many of them are part of my load order. I will leave a link to his profile in the description if you want to check out his work. I knew that picking his brain on this topic would result in an interesting discussion, so I fired a message on the Nexus. Hey TJH, is it possible to get back Sanctuary and Evasion mechanic of Morrowind to Skyrim? My idea is to add some percentage of evasion to NPCs and creatures. This will ensure they have a chance to avoid a ranged or a melee attack. Players will get a shock of their life when they just can't stealth archer enemies in a dungeon. Melee only characters can't just tank hits and keep clicking when they face enemies with high evasion. This, I feel, will add a lot of dynamism and unpredictability to Skyrim's combat. Furthermore, I'm interested in exploring ways for the player character to actively develop and enhance their own evasion capabilities. I'd love to read your ideas on this topic. Best regards, Magica Addict. And then I got a detailed response from TJH and was excited to read his thoughts. Hey Magica Addict, regarding Sanctuary, yes, Bethesda replaced RPG dice rolls simulating character skill with player skill for Oblivion and Skyrim. My understanding was that a lot of players disliked Morrowind's system because you could visually strike an NPC but do no damage because they dodged or the player missed. But the downside of this player skill system is that the player character is pretty nimble and doesn't progress in this regard at all. Something like Sanctuary could definitely be rebuilt. The most obvious way would be through perks that use the mod incoming damage entry point and then have a percentage chance of reducing this to 0. I'd give the player a hidden perk that negates damage, conditional on their stats. Skyrim is full of hidden perks like these. For example, silver weapons actually work through a perk the player has that increases damage against undead while using a silver weapon. You could give the player a hidden perk that says every time the player is hit, if they have greater than 50 stamina, there's a 1% chance that the hit does no damage. The same perk could have additional entries like this for 100, 150, 200, 250 stamina, etc. all the way up to 1000 stamina. This means that the more stamina the player has, the more likely it is that they will evade attacks. 50 stamina is equal to 1% evasion, 100 is equal to 1.99%. 150 is 2.97%, 1000 stamina is equal to 18% evasion. I think you could add magicka on top of this, maybe 1% for every 100 magicka, so not as good as stamina, and carry weight too. 1% dodge for every 10% of your carry weight that is unused or something like that. A character with 300 stamina, 200 magicka, running at 40% of the carry capacity would have a 13.99% chance of evading incoming attacks. You could maybe factor other stats in too, movement speed, invisibility, muffle, maybe illusion too. A single perk with a lot of perk entries could suffice. The perk entries each consider one single factor that could cause damage to be evaded. For example, perk entry mod incoming damage, multiply damage by 0 if subject has greater than 50 stamina, and get random percent less than 1. Similarly, you have entries for greater than 100 stamina, greater than 150 stamina, greater than 100 magicka, less than 50 inventory weight, greater than 50 illusion, and if the character has a muffle effect, and so on. Hopefully you get the idea. For NPCs, make unique perks that give enemies a set evasion probability. Just set it to an appropriate value for each NPC. For example, Orcers can get 0% evasion, Bandits 10%, Chorus Hunters 35%, and so on. What do you think? Best, TJH M4. Wow, TJH M4 is clearly a master of Skyrim modding. He has proposed a truly elegant solution that leverages vanilla Skyrim's derived attributes and other mechanics to calculate a dynamic evasion score for the player. This system is absolute genius. While stamina acts as the primary driver, the formula also integrates magicka, movement speed, invisibility, muffle, and even the character's illusion skill. It even gives carry weight actual significance in Skyrim, something it has lacked compared to Morrowind. With this mechanic, players will be forced to travel light and strategically rely on fortified carry weight potions before combat. Including the illusion skill adds a wonderful nod to Morrowind, where the Sanctuary spell was a cornerstone of evasion. For NPCs, the idea of assigning evasion scores is just brilliant. Bandits 10%, Chorus Hunters 35%, Dragon Priests could have 70% evasion. Good luck trying to stealth archer a Dragon Priest now. In vanilla Skyrim, melee-focused characters can easily overwhelm high-level foes because the game stripped away mechanics like reflection, reflect physical damage, and resist normal weapons. It's almost laughable that the game encourages players to tackle Bleak Falls Barrow at level 1. But imagine facing the Draugr boss with a 50% evasion score. That encounter would be no joke, requiring genuine preparation and a focused build of stats and skills. Let me know your thoughts on TJH M4 suggestion. What do you like about this implementation and what would you change? If such a mod is built, would you download and install it? Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's take a look at another approach, which is already available if you play Requiem, the mod of Skyrim. Requiem features a skill called Evasion with its own perk tree. As you can see here, this skill tree rewards agile characters who prioritize dodging threats over tanking hits. Key perks progress from foundational improvements like reduced fall damage and enhanced movement to dynamic combat tools such as directional dodging, more powerful and efficient attacks, and advanced abilities like time slowing or perks that grant a chance to drastically reduce incoming melee damage. Branches like Windrunner emphasize endurance and spellcasting freedom, while combat reflexes focuses on offensive speed and flanking. I love the idea of having a dedicated evasion skill, but unfortunately non-Requiem players cannot test this interesting perk tree. Now, I would like to ask you guys a question. Would you prefer a mod that adds a custom skill called Evasion, where you could improve your character's evasion skill and take perks to get better at evading melee and ranged attacks? Or would you prefer TJH M4's approach of using internal perks using existing game stats? Do share your thoughts in the comments. In my opinion, Evasion and Sanctuary type mechanics would add a lot to Skyrim's bland combat, but it would also change the game dramatically. TJH M4 says, I think your mod idea would change the game a lot and make the stealth archer approach harder. That said, I think I'd find the disconnect between what I do and the outcome confusing. That is, if I shoot my arrow at the target and I can see it hit the target, then it should count as a hit. That said, some people might really like it, especially those who played Morrowind. Do share your thoughts in the comments. I am planning more such videos in the Bethesda's abandoned RPG mechanics series. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.